This is INC Radio, DCEM 954, the voice of truth, the official radio station of the Church of Christ or Iglesianicristo.
Friendly, vibrant, welcoming, wholesome, fun. Your friend, INC Radio, Sacramento.
Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Welcome to INC Radio Sacramento, your friend from Sacramento. I am Brother Ses, also known as Ulysses. We are here in local of Vallejo, and I have with me today.
Hi, everyone. Carl Perez, also from Vallejo, and I'm very excited to be joining the broadcast for today. Thanks for tuning in.
And we also have
I am Olivia from the local congregation of Sacramento. I am glad to be here with you too.
we're gonna go ahead and just to get to know us a little bit more. We're gonna each say a fun fact. Mine's probably obvious. I like to eat. Just I do. I love eating. So much for 2026 New Year, New Me.
Food is good.
Yeah, oh wait. Fun fact for me, maybe on the other side of things, I mean, I'm sure a lot of us like to eat, but I actually really like to cook. I find it very relaxing, and I mean, we call it a fun fact. I find it fun. That's something that I like to do when I have time.
But for me, I'm like you. I do like to eat. I am trying to get into cooking, like Carl over here. But I'm learning. I'm a beginner cook.
I think trying to learning to cook, there's no right age. It's just I just started trying to cook new things thanks to going online, looking up recipes and seeing what's the trend or what's like the easy things that you have at home. So, I mean, we can always learn next time when Ate cares on. She loves those sample Saturdays.
Oh, yes.
I
We all love Apple Saturdays.
wait for each of us to have an opportunity to share something we can sample.
Exactly. Now, let's jump into talking about our topic today, how friends become family. Now, the first question I want to ask you both, let's start with Carl. What was one memorable moment that you had with your close friend?
Okay, so I think it was intentional that you had me on specifically today for this topic. Sess is hosting, and
Mhm.
those tuning in who know me know that Sess and I guess, are a really great example of friends who have become family. Um, Actually, didn't start with Sess and I. It started with I would say our parents. Parents were very, very close back in the day. Probably back to the 90s, I would say, yeah. And I guess it was even before I grew up. Even when I was a kid, um, I remember our families would always hang out together. We've taken family trips together. But I would say growing up, um, I would say it would be our Friday nights. Friday nights, I remember when I was even in elementary school, even onto middle school and high school. Friday nights mostly were we would be at the chapel for Bible study, for devotional prayer. And then Sess's family at the time, they didn't live very far from the chapel. And I remember Friday nights we would go there. Our parents would just sit in the living room or the kitchen and just talk and, catch up from the week. We'd have dinner there. We'd sing karaoke.
They just love spending all your time together. But it's so nice that you two basically grew up together. And
Well,
he might.
hold on a second. Hold on a second. They grow up together. He is much older than I am.
Well, I mean, but you knew him most of your life.
I actually grew
You kind of grew up in age, right? I agree.
Watching Seth hanging out with my siblings, my aunt and my kuya. And then as I came into my own, that's when Seth and I really started hanging out more. What had happened was, I was best friends with his brother. He he went into the ministry, so so Carl came in, and so we, because our families were close, so it was like automatic. It was like, yeah, the real meaning of family, friends becoming family.
Yeah. Your whole family are like friends, close friends. What about you, Kuya Sess? Well, what was I know Kuya Carl like shared his memorable moments with you, but what about you? What are your memorable moments with Kuya Carl?
Um, we've had a lot of memorable moments. But one can I say what one that I can mention um is, I know that uh you know the saying, it doesn't always take blood to be family, is recently, well, in 2023, when my mom passed, brother, Carl was there, his whole family was there, and they stayed, throughout the night. And it means a lot, like when people are there for you, uh, when you need them the most, not only in the good times, but in the bad times. So, I mean, it meant a lot, even through the planning stages and everything. So, um, I was very thankful. That was very memorable because, um, you need people to always check on you, and Carl always does um, check on us, and he just makes sure that I'm not eating too much. Oh, I'm sorry. But those are. It may not be one big thing, but it's always these little things that become memorable, that make it. You know, that's what makes family.
Exactly. And I do agree with you. Kuya Carl always takes care of everyone. Even when I first met him, he was like, "Did you eat yet? You have water?" He's always taking care of everyone. But I do agree with you, Kuya Sass, about the little moments that make it memorable. Um, like for me, like my really close friend is actually she's only in the Philippines right now at the Pauline. I missed her so much. But I think the most one of the most memorable moments was um I guess whenever I was going through like a difficult time, she was always there to reach out to me, make sure I'm okay. Um and like sometimes she would drop everything and say like, "Oh, you want to go out to eat? Let's go out to eat right now," just to make sure I'm okay. But yeah. So the next question I wanted to ask was, how did that close friend become family? I know you mentioned it. You guys, even though Blue Carl says you guys didn't grow up together, at what point did you realize that you guys became family? What
I
about you,
would,
Leah?
or I want to take this one, or
Oh, you can.
I would just say it's just the proximity. I mean, just being close. All of the, like you said, the little things. Being there. I as I grew older, I knew that Suss's family, even his sister, his parents. They could be my first call outside of the family if something was going on and I needed somebody to, turn to. I could
Mhm.
it and just like Sess's parents, they were my second set of parents also. Growing up, if if I was being a stubborn brat as a teenager, I could go to Sess's house and then I could go there and talk to his mom, and she's like, "What happened? Did you get in trouble again?" Or and then she would help me to try to understand, oh, well, your mom's just trying to do this, or she's trying to teach you things like that.
Mhm.
But I would say it's the proximity. um Seth mentioned it earlier, you know the milestone, when his mom passed. We've gone through a lot of milestones together. Our families have gone through a
Yeah.
lot. We've been there for all the major birthdays, the weddings, holiday parties. whatever it is, events, graduations, even. So I think it's inevitable that we would have become family because we've just been so close ever since I could remember.
Yeah. I think whenever you spend a lot of time with someone, especially when it comes to performing your duties, right? Always attending Bible studies, attending church activities, you you become close with those friends and they become family too eventually for some of them. Um for me, that was definitely the case with my close friends that became like family. We always spent time together, like going to Sugawans, like when we go to teaching assignments, and we would always share what was going on in our lives. But yeah.
And I think what's really great about these types of relationships is that
Mhm.
over time you just develop that sense of you could just look at each other, you could read the other person
Mhm.
expression. Like I could seriously I could see Sess from across the room, and based on his facial expression, I could tell what is going on. It's horrible because there are times where we have to be serious, like
Mhm.
serious situations, and he's he's smiling a certain way or whatever. I could look at him and I'm like, oh no, I can't keep looking at him because I know what we're gonna be laughing about later, you know,
Oh.
or turning it around. There'll be times where I look at him and it's not as fun, and I need to check on him later. I need to give him a call, and he does the same
Yeah.
thing. to me. So
So what is Cleosus thinking of now? He's smiling right now.
he's probably thinking right now, "Oh my gosh, I don't know what to say," or he's thinking about what he said earlier,
Yeah.
and like, "Oh my gosh, what," or I don't know, like,
Or it could be hungry.
"Oh, that's so
He's gonna be hungry.
that's
Mhm.
like automatic." Right.
Yeah. Well, I'm so glad that you two are close friends and are family. And I wonder if the viewers and listeners listening today, do you also have, or would you like to share like a memorable moment that you had with your close friend that became your family? Let us know in the chat. And also, I believe today, Kuya, we had a very special celebration. Can you tell us about the celebration today?
Yes, shout out to the entire district of Northeast California. And thank you so much to everyone who came and supported, attended our district's 50th anniversary special gathering. Shout out to Northeast California and praises be to God for all of the blessings He has given our district.
Yeah. Can you believe it's been 50 years?
That's a long time.
It's a
Oh.
long time.
It's a long time.
I think
But
one of us here is almost 50. That's a long time. Really? Someone can attest to that here.
I think everyone here is really young. Really, really young. Um, so talking about the 50th, Cleo, what are you most excited for like
Oh,
the celebration wise?
I mean, I'm excited for all of the activities that we're gonna have this year.
Mhm.
Oh, there's going to be a lot happening this year, and one of the activities I'm really looking forward to later down, I'd say maybe towards the summer, I believe we're going to have in concert, and our events that are centered on music always have a really, really great turnout because who doesn't love music?
Whenever we need him, he's always there. There's no one else who does what he can do. Each time we seek him, he always cares. Don't ever fear, he's just a prayer away.
It's only round one, trying to catch my breath. Hits from everywhere, I'm covering my head. Been here before, so what's to fear? I knew this fight would come, I've trained all these years.
So when it goes down, I'm ready for the big fight. Facing my opponent in this ring that they call life. There's a new normal of abnormalities. Ready for the times that we face of uncertainties.
I'm brave now. I'm not afraid. I'll remain unmoved. I'm brave now. I'm standing straight, looking up to you. I'm brave now.
Certain the things I do in service are never in vain.
I will hold on to
The hope you've given me.
and never hesitate.
To tell people about it.
Cause your words of truth, our light in the dark. I'll share my faith and show them the right path. I will never stop serving you, my God. Even when I'm down, you call me with your love. I am strong and great. I will never be afraid. Cause I have you inspire me to wait patiently and wait. Your words of truth are shining in my heart. They're burning brightly for all to see. Sing the praises, Lord, hallelujah. I feel a great love for me. Your words of truth that shine here in my heart. Now burning brightly for all to see. Thank you, Lord, for your mercy.
Our district of Northeast California, we have so many brethren who are musically inclined, so talented. We have singers, dancers. We have so many bands in our district. It's really great to have all of these brethren. And whenever we have activities like this, they always support and participate. So definitely looking forward to that.
I'm super excited for in concert too. I like to see everyone dancing and singing, and it's also a great opportunity to share our faith because it's a different activity that you can bring your friends, your loved ones, your family to come and see as well. What about you, Kuya says? What are you most excited for the 50th? Or just excited?
What I'm excited about is I agree with the both of you is the in concert because we get to learn new songs, new choreo. I'm not much of a dancer, but as you can tell, but uh, we get to bring those that are not always the best at some sports, bring out a different type of talent. So this is one that anyone can join, whether it be singing, dancing, or just helping with costumes, or just if you're good at directing.
Or makeup artist.
Yes,
Yeah.
brings it's a whole collab of talent, a different type of talent, and it's always fun to see what the other locals come up with, because you could, it's love of the support, and you get to see each other, which is always, a bonus.
Exactly. I'm sure everyone here tuning in is super excited to celebrate the 50th anniversary. If Kuya says, if you can tell Kuya Carl something that you would like to tell him, like either like a thank you letter or something you want to say to him right now, he's right next to you. We can say it.
Ready? Well, no, this one of those.
Well, I mean, it's easy for me. It's thank you just for being part of my life and how I've grown up. You know, a lot. Growing up, Seth was one of the youth leaders, so I saw how much he sacrificed. A lot of those tuning in probably know how much I love doing what I'm doing right now, when it comes to the youth and taking care of them and trying to guide and to teach and and inspire them, motivate them. And Cess did a lot of that for our generation when we were growing up. I'm sorry, I'm not trying to age you again, but I mean, it's coming from a good place. But I saw I saw the impact that he had on a lot of the youth and the sacrifices that he made and the genuine care. And growing up, I knew that I wanted to do something like that for, the generations after me. And so thank you for the good influence that you had on me growing up. But more personally, thank you just for being that chosen family. We're not blood related, but I can say that you're oftentimes my first call when something's happening or going on. I know I can call you, and you'll drop whatever it is just to be whatever support is needed, and I really appreciate that, and I really do value that, so thank you.
Well, well, I'd like to thank Carl for one always being there for not only for the youth of now, um, because now the world is gone. It's pretty wild out there. So with leaders like Carl, he's stern, but he does have a heart. He has a caring heart, so he understands. He's not that kind where it's just like one path. He loves to understand like people's backstory, their situations. He has this understanding, and he's always like checking up on my family, which I'm always thankful for.
That's so sweet. Now, do you have any shout outs you want to give? We can start with you, Princess.
Oh, okay. I'd like to just shout out my dad, who's probably listening in the right now. My dad, my sister, Crystal, or Kisai, everybody basically. Thank you for tuning in, and I cannot wait to be on INC Radio, your friend Sacramento again.
What
Uh,
about you, Pedro?
for me, as always, I would love to shout out all of the Kadiwa. All of you know how much I love you all. I thank you all for your support and all that we do in the district. And I look forward to continue working with you all. I want to shout out my family, my sister, who is, you know, one of my best friends, my rock. She is always there for me. I want to shout out my brother, who is a minister in Los Angeles County. Hi, Kuya. Um, I want to shout out my parents, just you know, for always being there and loving me, supporting me. Next month, my parents will be celebrating their 45th. And so really, oh, uh, so Mama, Papa, love you. But yeah, those are my shout outs.
Beautiful. Thank you so much for joining us today in our show. Now, it is towards the end of our show, but first of all, we'd like to thank our executive minister, Brother Eduardo Manalo, our deputy executive minister, Brother Angelo Manalo, our district minister, Brother Pete De La Cruz Jr., our assistant district minister, Brother Willie Santos, our CFO overseer, Brother Nemo Pantaleon, our district multimedia advisor, Brother JB Augustin. Last but not least, thank you to the main studio of INC Radio. We'd like to thank our INC Radio station manager, Brother Wally Torai, Brother Edwin Asebuke, our overseeing minister, and our executive producer, Brother Emmanuel Andaya. And of course, thank you to all our viewers and listeners tuning in. Without you all, we will not be able to have our very own show. So thanks for being here with us. We'll see you again next week because you can always count on your friend from Sacramento. Bye.
Bye, everyone. Thank you. See you next week.
Friendly, vibrant, welcoming, wholesome, fun. Your friend. INC Radio, Sacramento.
This is INC Radio, DCEM 954, the voice of truth, the official